Okay. So first lesson we have completed, isn't it? Now, based on that, question
Hello,
answers
teacher.
I will be giving. Yes.
Teacher, your voice clear is not coming.
Okay. See, due to some range problems, you may not be able to hear me properly. Okay. But immediately do not unmute the mic and speak. Just have some patience. You will get my voice. Okay. I hope it is clear to all. Nobody is going to touch the mobile now. You just have to listen and see. Got it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. I know you people are very good children and you will listen properly. Datta, mute your mic. If anyone will unmute, no, many will get the problem of range. Okay? See, according to the syllabus, third lesson we have completed. Question answers I am giving you on the WhatsApp. Listen children, 1 minute. To see only me on the screen, you have to press.
Teacher, your voice is not coming.
You have to press my image and their pin option will come. That pin option you have to select. Are you getting it?
Teacher, I done. Teacher, I student.
Okay. My picture will come. No, there you have to long press and select the pin option so that you will see me. And see, somewhere range problems are there, so you will not be able to get it properly. But do not immediately unmute the mic and speak. Wait for a while and then you see. If you are not getting range, you're not getting my sound, you just have to raise the hand. On your screen, there some icons are there. In that icons, 3 dots are there. There one raised hand option is there. Yes, Siddharth Chavan, do you have any problem?
No, teacher.
Then why you are raising the hand? Varad, do not raise now. If you have any problem, any issue, then only raise the hand, okay? See, very nice chapter we are going to see. So everybody concentrate now. Mute your mics, everyone. And listen. Now I am going to share the screen with you. Just see it. Can you see the screen?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Everybody don't shout.
No.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No.
Don't say yes, no.
No, teacher.
Still some are joining. Wait. Unmute. Don't unmute your mics.
No, teacher, I can't see the screen.
Aniket, you have a range problem. So just sit at the place where you get proper range. Okay. Mute your mics, everyone, children. See if anyone is unmuting. No, all are getting problem because of that. Now, whenever I want to ask anything, I will take the name and ask. No need of unmuting your mic. Can you see the slide in front of you? I hope yes. Arav, can you see?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, mute your mic now. So now, once again, I welcome everyone here for the next lesson, that is lesson number 4. I hope you all must have opened the page number of the book. So page number is 18 and the name of the lesson is environmental balance. See, environmental balance. In this lesson, we are going to see first about the living things and non-living things present in our surrounding. You all know that living things are found everywhere on the earth. Now, see this picture. Can you see? Aniket? Veer,
Yes,
can you see
teacher.
the picture?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, mute
Yes,
your mics.
teacher.
Mute your mics. Okay, so in this picture, now you have to tell me, observe the picture and identify the living things you see here. To one child I will ask, okay? No need of everyone unmuting. Harsh Gaikwad, can you tell me any living thing you see here? Harsh?
Boat.
Boat is a living thing. So did you understand the meaning of living things and non-living things first? So living things means those who take food, the things which need food for their growth, the things which grow properly, the things which move from one place to another, the things which increases in size, shape, height, weight. So is the boat living thing? Does it take food for living? No. So boat is a non-living thing. Now, Asir Sayyid, can you tell me any living thing here? Yes, Asir? Sai Gauri?
Teacher, humans.
Human. Okay. Mute your mic now. Anushka Nage, can you tell me the name of any living thing here? Anushka? Aryan Nevse, can you tell me the living things? Khushbu Patel?
Teacher, trees, birds.
Okay. Mute your mic now. Prithviraj Bhoite? Okay. Rugved, can you tell the living things here?
Fox.
Raima? Okay. Raima?
Fish.
Okay. Now, I hope the concept of living things is clear to all. So, here the living things which we can see are the various birds are there, swans are there, trees are there, small plants are also there, one man is there, then some birds are there, one bird is there who has catched the fish also, that fish also, one lady is also there. Okay, so these are the various living things seen in this picture. Now this picture is near to a river side. This is a river side picture where you can see many of the living things. Okay, move on to the next picture. Identify the living things in this picture. Now this picture is a picture from a school. Now here, which living things you can see? Aryan name say, can you tell me?
Driver.
Yes?
Driver.
Okay. Then Piyush Gaikwad, can you tell me the living things here? Sahi Ganwat, can you tell me the living things here? Yes? Yeah. Sahi? Speak up. Shagun Verma. Okay. Okay. Parth Moite, mute your mic. Okay. So now here, mute your mic, children, and listen now. See, in this is a picture of a school, and here we can see very few living things. You can see some children are there. Yes, driver is there. In the aeroplane, if you see upside, the aeroplane type one picture is shown. There one child is there. So here very few living things are there as compared to the previous picture. See, if you see this previous picture, here number of many of the living things are there. Yes, and if this picture we see, here very less living things are there. Isn't it? Yes or no? Arav?
Yes.
Okay, okay, mute. So the difference you have seen. Now let's see the next. Now, actually, this for what purpose we have seen? The living things are uncountable. There are very many plants, many animals, lot of differences are there. Now, can you say that the all plants are similar? No, their leaves are means if we compare, try to compare 3-4 plants, their leaves are different, their body structure, their height is different. Some are shrubs, some are herbs, some are big trees, some are the plants having big stem, some are having very flexible narrow stem. So lot of variety is there. So now in this chapter we are going to see about the biodiversity. Now what is this? Is the new word for you, I think. Biodiversity. So if we cut the word in two parts, bio and diversity, what does bio means? Bio means life. Life means living things. Okay. And diversity means variety. Variety you all know, I think so. If you do not get any word, please ask me. Bio means life. Life means living things. Okay. And diversity means variety. Variety means many things, different types of things. So what this biodiversity is? Biodiversity describes the variety of biological organisms in a given habitat, area or ecosystem. Now, if you take example of a aquatic biodiversity. Now, aquatic means in water. Yes. So if you see in water, fishes are found, octopus is found, uh, many of the plants are found which are living only in the water, lotus. But if we do we see that fish in our house, living in our house? No. Living with us? No. Octopus, do we keep the octopus living with us? No. So they just live in the water. So the water, the aquatic plants and animals are complete different. The animals and plants which are found in deserts are different. The animals and plants which are found in the grassland areas, in the forest, they are different. So there are different areas where different living things are found, and these different types of living things, they are together called as biodiversity. Means there are many number of trees, plants, living things, so that many of the living things together show some differences, that is the biodiversity. I hope it is clear with all. Sai Gauri, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Anushka, clear?
Yes.
Okay, mute. I hope the slides are good and you are liking it, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Okay, okay. You maintain
Yes,
silence,
teacher.
you maintain silence, then you will understand properly, okay? Now, biodiversity, one more definition is given here. The variety of life on earth and the essential interdependence of all living things. Now, these living things are dependent on each other. Yes or no? See, we people eat vegetables. That means we eat the plants. Plants are also living things. We are also living things. So we are dependent on other living things, isn't it? So in this way, many of the living things are dependent on each other. So that difference is nothing but the biodiversity. Now, here you will see the examples of biodiversity. Biodiversity means a place where more than one type of living things are found. Now here you can see in the picture, this is the area where many of the trees are shown. Yes, their butterfly is shown, it is a living thing. Here some flowers are shown. Here sea animals are shown. Here penguins are shown. Now do we find all these type of animals and plants at the same place? No. Fishes, dolphins and all we do not find here in Lonang. Yes, so they are found in the places where lot of water is there, in the seas and all. Yes, now tigers, do we find here? No. On the roads of Lonang, do we find the tigers? Not at all. So they are found in the forest. Here pandas and all. Then various types of plants. Now cactus, do we find here? Not much. But if we go in the desert region in Rajasthan and all, do we find the apple trees there? No. So apple trees are needing certain type of climate, so they are found in the Kashmir areas. Okay, so these plants and animals, according to their needs, they live in different environmental conditions, different environmental places. So that is what they show. Variety means many are there. So that is what called as biodiversity. The everywhere we do not see only the tigers, isn't it? Many types of animals are there, many types of plants are there. So that is what biodiversity. Now, here also you can see few examples. Now tiger is there, tiger is at different place. Fishes, they are different place. Parrots, they are found at different place. Then these plants, certain kinds of plants are found at some different places. So this lizard, this is a type of plant having what we call umbrella like structure, found in the water. Then these tall trees are found in the forest. Here the flowering plants. So there are variety of living things everywhere, found everywhere. That is what called as biodiversity. Okay. Now coming, see in your textbook, just see in your textbook. See, we have seen first the picture of a riverside. There we have seen many types of living things. Then we have seen the picture of a school. There we have seen very few living things. So now here they have asked that which one of the places you visited shows greater biodiversity. Where did you find more living things? You find more living things near the riverside, isn't it? So there the biodiversity is more or less. Astha, can you tell me? Yes, Astha, can you tell me the biodiversity is more near the riverside or near the school?
Near the riverside.
Yes. Mute your mic now. So very good. So why biodiversity is more near the riverside? Because there we can find many types of living things. Many types of plants are there. Many types of animals are found. So that place consists of a variety of living things. So that place has more biodiversity. Okay. And near the school we found only 2-3 living things, so that place has very less biodiversity. So the answer here is near the river side you have seen the biodiversity. Now can you tell on page number 18, you can see there, can you tell in the course of your observations did you notice any signs of the presence of living things though the living things themselves were not seen? For example, did you notice any partly eaten fruits or shells, fallen feathers, animals tracks, dung, droppings, pests, cocoons, nest, eggs, honeycombs, etc.? See, sometimes what happens, now here the forest is not nearby, but if you go to the forest, no, many type of variety of animals are there. So if a tiger is there and if a tiger has just passed from that way, we can see the footprints of the tiger. Okay. Or sometimes we see if the birds are there, they eats the coconuts, sorry, they eat the groundnuts and the shell, because of their beaks. They eat the shell and break that shell. So we can find the shells there. Okay. And they leave the place and move away. But we can find the shell there and we can see that somebody has eaten the groundnut. Yes. Then monkeys also, they eat the half of the fruits of the plants. Like if guavas are there, they eat half of the guava and throw half remaining there only. So from that we can see that some monkey has come and eaten that fruit. Okay. So this is what we do not observe them live, but we come to know that here that animal was present before some time. Okay, so that way also we come to know. Could you observe any microorganism there? Now what is the meaning of microorganism? Can anybody knows? Just raise the hand, I will ask you. Anyone knows what is the meaning of microorganisms? So children, Shambhuraj, yes, tell me.
Microorganism.
Yes, what does it mean, microorganism?
Hamala.
Shagun, can you say? Shambhuraj, mute your mic. Shagun, can you say? Others do not unmute. Parth, mute your mic.
Observations of many scientists.
Can you repeat it, please?
Discomposed dead plant
Observation of many scientists.
live in soil discomposed dead
Arnav, Nikam?
Discompose the soil
live in
and live in the soil.
Yes, Shagun, repeat it. Arnav, mute your mic.
Observation of many scientists.
Okay, mute your mics. Let me tell you. See, microorganisms. Micro means very small. Micro means very tiny. And organisms means living things. So microorganisms means very tiny, very small living organisms. It may be an animal also, it may be a plant also, but they are very small. Now just take an example that we see now that coronavirus is there. Yes, coronavirus. Can you see the
Yes.
coronavirus? No.
No.
Okay, but we know that yes, that virus is there, but it cannot be seen because that is very micro. So that is a microorganism. We cannot see that with our open eyes. We need the microscope to see that microorganism. Understood what
Yes.
microorganisms are? Yes, please mute your mics. Okay, so microorganisms means very tiny, very small organism which we cannot see with our eyes. We need a microscope to see that. Okay, I hope it is clear to all. Now, so did you see any microorganism near the riverside or near the school? No, because that cannot be seen with our naked eyes. Okay, now how many types of living things did you see at the places you visited? Now, whatever living things you have seen in the picture, you must have noted down. Okay. Now, from your textbook page, they're observing the various living things. One picture is given where grandfather where the grandfather has taken their children to the riverside and there few living things are present. So you have to note down the names of those living things in your notebook later on. Okay, as a homework I will be giving you that. Now the definition of biodiversity. Just I have told you to take the pencils in your hand. So underline that the variety we see in all the living things that belong to a particular area is called the biodiversity of that place. This is the definition of biodiversity. I hope you must have got that. On page number 18, near that picture,
Not find.
see, listen, near that picture, right side of the picture, there number 3 question you can find, and after that the
Find.
yes, do not unmute your mic, please. Upside of the can you tell question. Okay, so that is definition of biodiversity, and if you have not got, I'll give it on WhatsApp. Okay, now here they have asked to study the biodiversity of a place, scientists made a large number of observations. Now, if you think, just think what I'm telling, okay? See, there are thousands of millions of plants are present, millions of animals are present in this universe, in this world. So, how can you bring that millions of living things together at one place? No, they are present at different places. Now, how we came to know about these living things? So, the scientists have worked hard to find out the details about each and every living thing, and then only we are able to understand these living things. Okay, we call parrot as a parrot, we call lizard as a lizard, because these scientists have made the research and those names are given to those animals. Okay, we do not call the lizard as a fish. Yes, so the scientists have studied this biodiversity completely and they have found each and everything about these living organisms. Okay, so if at any place you find some animal or some type of plant which you see for the first time, then you have to note down the shape, size, structure of that animal or a plant, and then you have to search it on the internet, then you will get to know the information about that plant. Okay, so this is a type of research which is done. Okay, now they make these observations in different conditions such as day and night, in different seasons, etc. Now, if you just take the example of a fish and a tiger, is there any similarity in a fish and a tiger? No. The size of fishes are different. The size of tigers, lions, that is different. So, the eating habits, the food which the tiger eats, that is different. The food that fish eats is different, isn't it? So there are various differences between the habits of these two animals. So how did we come to know about it? Because of these scientists. The scientists have made research about what kind of food they eat, what place they live, what kind of climate they need for living. So at daytime what they do, at night time what they do, this day and night observations these scientists are doing, and they are studying that animal properly, and then only that details we are getting. Okay, then only we are coming to know about that each and every animal or each and every plant. Okay, just take one example of plant. Now let's see the similarity or differences in the plants. If we take the plant of for example coconut, you take, so the plant of coconut is not similar with the mimosa plant. Yes, the biggest characteristic, the unique characteristic of mimosa plant, let me tell you in Marathi, mimosa plant is called as lazadu, लाजाळूचे झाड. Okay, so these, the leaves of this mimosa plant, if we touch that plant, it closes the leaves of that plant. Okay, if we touch the one leaf, very small leaves, in this picture you can see, the picture is there on the screen, that downside picture, it is the mimosa plant. Okay, so the leaves immediately closes if we touch that. So does it happen?
Teacher, I have mimosa plant.
Yes, yes Veer.
Teacher, I have mimosa plant.
Okay, mimosa plant, it is lazaru. Okay, lazaru. Now, so this plant is not similar with the coconut plant. Yes, the height of the plant is different, the height of mimosa plant is different. So we have just compared these two plants, but there are many types of plants in this way, having similarities also and differences also. Same way animals are also having the same things, they are having some similarities also, some differences also. Okay, so this is what called as biodiversity, means even if we call them as animals, to all the animals, each and every animal shows some diversity. Okay, even if we call plants as all plants, but then too each and every plant has some different characters. I hope it is clear with you all. Yes, Veer, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, Aryan, Nilsi, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so this was about the biodiversity. Observations of many scientists. See, they use special devices to make observations of living things that are found at great heights or depths, as well as of microorganisms. Now, can you tell me, are these living things living only on the earth? Inside the soil also we find few living things. Yes. See, some types of rats are there which live under the ground. In the desert regions, whatever the lizards or the rats are found, they at night they live inside, okay, inside the soil. Same way, if we find in the farm and all, we find the earthworms present in the soil. Yes, so not only on the earth, inside the soil, means in the depth also we can find the living things, or in the air also we find the living things like birds and all, they are flying into the air, so these are also the living things. That means the biodiversity is not present only on the earth, only on the land, but inside the land also and above the land also. Okay, so observations of many scientists are brought together and studied again. So not one scientist do not study everything. Okay, there are many scientists studying each and every plant and animal. Okay, and then the observations of 4 5 scientists together, they bring together the information, and from that information they give the details about that animal or a plant. Okay, only when all such efforts are made over a long period of time can we be sure of the biodiversity of a place. So certain type of place is selected, and in that place what types of living things like plants and animals are found, they calculate that, and that much number of plants and animals they mention. Okay, they tell that in this area this much biodiversity is there, means this much plants and this much animals are there, types. Okay, I hope you must have understood these. So now listen what I'm saying. Did you like the slides, Harsh?
Yes. Yes,
Khushbu?
ma'am.
Yes.
Khushbu, did you understand everything?
Yes.
Sahi, did you understand?
Yes.
Yes, teacher, I understand.
Sahi,
I
Ghanshyam?
also understand, teacher.
Yes. Teacher, your slide
Priyat,
was
Ipade?
very nice. Teacher, I also understand. Teacher, I also understand. I also understand it.
Shagun?
Teacher, I also understand.
Okay,
Teacher, I also understand.
Teacher, I also understand.
very good, very good.
Understand.
Prithviraj.
I also understand.
Now see, what I'm telling is,
Yeah. Teacher, your slides.
yes, what you're saying?
Teacher, your slide was very nice.
Oh, thank you, dear. Okay, now, can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Teacher. Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, okay, now listen what I'm saying. Listen,
And
mute your mics, everyone. Mute your mics, children. Harsh, mute. See, you children are maintaining silence. You children are listening carefully, properly, without any disturbance. So all of you can understand this teaching nicely. But if you will trouble in between, if you will unmute the mics and all, then it will be not possible. So you people are very good. You are maintaining silence, so it is possible. Okay, I hope you all have understood this. Now it's time for us to leave. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. The homework will be given to you on the
Bye bye,
WhatsApp.
teacher. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye
Bye,
bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye
Bye,
bye,
teacher.
teacher. Bye bye, teacher.
Bye, children.
Bye, teacher.
Have a nice day. Bye, teacher. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, children.
Have a nice day, teacher. Nice day, teacher. Have a nice day, teacher. Have a nice day, teacher. Bye.
Okay, press the hang up button. Red color
Teacher,
hang.
have a nice day.
Yes, yes.
Teacher, have a nice day.
Yes, children.
Have a nice day, teacher. Bye.
Bye.
Teacher, have a nice day. Bye.